All right. But
Start
yeah.
the show.
Okay. Welcome to the show.
Are you recording? Are you going to play the music, Jay? I can't do the show without the music.
First you tell me to record, then you tell me to... Okay.
Play the goddamn music.
Baby. Hello, nasty. Hello there. Hello. I say hello. Hello, friend. Well, hello, little girl. Hello, my treacherous friends. Hello, operator. The beginning of everything. Welcome back, my friends. It's showtime.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Brink of Sanity, episode 326. I am Jay, and with me is Bri. How you doing, Bri?
Hello, I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, shitty. And Mark. How you doing, Mark?
I was thrown off. He usually introduces me second. I guess Jay likes me less these days.
I am doing a change-up. That's what we call it in showbiz.
It's going alphabetically.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. You
I
got
lied. I'm actually shitty. I'm not okay, but that's all right.
I assume we're all shitty.
I was going in order of depression.
And Jay kills it. Jay, I have good news for you. I'm going to make you happy.
Sure. I doubt it, but okay. Go ahead.
You know your favorite show based on a comic book that all you do is talk about how I can't believe it's not as good as the comic book. Why do they take they had all these great ideas in the comic and they don't put them on TV? Why do they do this? You know that show?
Sounds like The Walking Dead to me.
Yeah. So guess what? You're gonna get real excited. Do you like the Walking Dead? What's the spinoff they have?
Fear of the Walking Dead?
You like the Fear of the Walking Dead?
I've never seen it. I figured if they can't get one show right, why would I watch a spinoff of that one show?
Get ready for a third Walking Dead. The Walking Dead World Beyond. They're doing another spinoff.
You know what I would like?
A good show?
Yeah, The Walking Dead done exactly like the comic.
Every time we do the Nick show,
Yeah.
this is how it's been last 10 shows we've done. We finished the Knicks, we were depressed, and then Jay goes, God damn the Walking Dead. And he goes on a rant about how The Walking Dead doesn't do it as good as the comics. So it's almost like the world is the world is trolling him by releasing another terrible Walking Dead show.
Well, that and they're having 3 Rick Grimes movies.
What?
You didn't hear about that?
I don't know what that means.
Where would I hear about this? Walking Dead Weekly?
Rick is the main character in The Walking Dead, and he left the show. And everyone's like, oh, he got sick of the show. But he left the show, and they're going to make 3 solo movies just about that character.
So there's
I'm sure that'll be great.
3 solo movies. One show's been on for like 10 years. Another show's been on like 6 years. And a new spinoff for a show that's goddamn terrible.
It's amazing. It really is.
Holy shit, TV's getting bad.
I would watch the shit out of if they just started over and like, okay, that we messed it up here. Let's just do the comic the way it was written. I would watch that.
Yeah, they're not going to do that, though. What spin-offs should we expect next from The Walking Dead? What else is going to come from The Walking Dead to make Jay even happier?
They can do a Negan prequel.
Yeah, no one's going to understand what you're talking about, Jay. How about Sleepless in Seattle, but with The Walking Dead? So, like, just the plot to Sleepless in Seattle, except
How
for the
about
fact
The Walking Dead with The Walking Dead?
How about The Walking Dead, but Dexter's in it?
Yeah. How about just a lot of rom-coms?
Because
Dexter or Dexter from Dexter's Lab?
That would be awesome. No, Dexter's been in the woods as a lumberjack, so he obviously missed all the zombies. And now it's 10 years later, and he finally decides to come back into society, but there is no society. What
would you rather take pick a show that you like really hate? Would you rather Dexter murders the cast or The Walking Dead like zombies eat the cast?
Dexter murders the cast.
Yeah.
Dexter murders the cast of The Big Bang Theory.
Dexter murders the cast of Dexter. Oh, he already did that.
It would be such an amazing way to end every show. Like when Friends gets really bad, like the end of Friends is just Dexter murdering the whole cast. That would be wonderful.
Mm-hmm. I think we've done this bit like 10 times already.
Yeah, it's one of the things I really want in life. Hey, do you know you have something in common with a Pro Bowl football player? Did you hear about this?
No.
He has a
sleep apnea machine?
Jamarcus Russell?
Philadelphia Eagles Pro Bowl right guard Brandon Brooks suffers from anxiety, just like you.
Oh, okay.
He wakes up throwing up most days, and he had to leave the game on Sunday because his anxiety overcame him.
Sounds like he has worse anxiety than I do.
Yes. He
has a better job, though.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got a lot more money too.
Yeah, he did not take a coding class to get a new job.
He's probably also not slowly dying of black mold.
Yes.
Well, he does live in Philly, so.
Have you given this speech at work? Make no mistake, I'm not ashamed or embarrassed by this, nor what I go through daily. I've had this under control for a couple years and had a setback yesterday. The only thing I'm upset about is that when my team needed me, I wasn't able to be out there for them. Is that what you said at work, Jay?
Word for word. It's weird. I think he lifted my speech.
Yes, yeah. Well, I just thought you'd like the fact that there's a guy who plays football and makes a lot more money than you who has the same issues.
Yeah, except that he could retire now and be set for life and not have to worry about it.
Yes. Does that make you feel any better?
No.
Okay, cool. How is your squill class going? Jay took a Brian. You know, Jay took a squill class.
I know he was taking it. I didn't know he had done it or finished it yet.
Yeah, it's sequel. That's why we haven't done a show in a couple weeks because I was taking a programming class.
That's okay. I was dying a couple weeks ago, so I couldn't have done a show anyway.
Sounds good. It's the sequel to what?
He's just ignored Bryce dying.
I was going to come back to that. Brian, why are you dying?
I think I was having like a really, really bad, speaking of anxiety, just like bad panic attack for like 4 days.
4 days?
Yeah.
What happened?
I just had this like really like, it felt like a car was sitting on my chest. And I thought I was having a heart attack. And then after like a night, I was like, well, it's probably not a heart attack because I would have died by now. And then I kind of thought it was a panic attack. And I had this like pressure on my chest, like somebody was standing on me. And then like my ribs and my back and my sides felt like I was puking for 3 days. And I wasn't, that I remember. So I just had that like.
Have you had this before?
No.
The best part about
it lasted for like 4 days. And then I went to the doctor and she told me to take a leave. And I took a leave and then it went away.
So we can catch anxiety attacks from Jay over Skype?
I guess.
The best part about this is, Bri, you thought you were having a heart attack, and you just decided to just sit back and wait to die instead of...
I literally went to bed. I'm like 100%, like almost 100% sure it was a panic attack because I've been playing this passive aggressive game with my doctor where they keep calling me to come in and I don't call them back. And then I finally... ran out of my medication and I needed refills, but I had no refills. So I'm like, well, I'll just, refill them through the pharmacy and then the doctor will call and then I'll make an appointment and I'll cancel it. And then I'll get my medication. Well, instead of that happening, my doctor declined my renewal. And I think that kicked in like a sense of panic because right after that is when it started. Mm-hmm. So then I had to break down and actually call the doctor. But it felt like I'd like been in a boxing match, like, and I got the shit beat out of me, like in my stomach and like chest, and then like I couldn't like move my arm, and it was bad. I would just come home from work and just go right to bed, and then I couldn't. Then I would start sweating, then I would start freezing, and it was just bad. It was about 3.5 days.
Holy shit! So you've never had anything like this before?
No, and I was actually gonna. I like couldn't move like one of the nights because I was gonna. Get my phone and message Jay to be like, hey, is this what a panic attack feels like?
Are you are you going to seek you're going to go see someone about this?
No,
I know you went to your doctor, but like I feel like they might want to talk, like there's something. I feel like it's psychological, right?
Oh, I'm 100% sure it was, yeah.
Okay.
I think it was because like I like got cut off from my doctor for my medication and I was like in a bit of a like trying to figure out like what I was going to do next, like get my medicine, how I was going to get my medicine.
What was the medicine?
It's just for like blood sugar and stuff.
Oh, just really important.
Yeah, yeah. And I went like 3 months without taking it, and then finally my girlfriend kept nagging me, and she's like, "You better call your doctor and get your medicine." And I was like, "All right, fine." And that's how it all started. So.
Okay, so are you sure it's not a reaction? It's just not taking your medicine?
Well, I went like 2 months without my medicine, so I don't think it was that. I think it was like the feeling of like being cut off.
Okay. And then like medicine to say, warning, month 3 without this is going to really suck.
I figured if something like that was going to happen, it would have happened already. So.
Yeah. So Jay, tell us how your life sucks worse. Are we playing What-Upmanship?
Well, I woke up.
Tell me the sequel to my story.
I woke up 3 days last week with my heart racing.
What is wrong with both of you? No offense.
We have horrible lives.
I mean, like,
I'm
Brian's
slowly dying.
How are we going to do the show? It will. Brian, I guess we could replace him, but Jay actually posts the podcast. We're fucked without him.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like train you guys. If I think I'm on the way out, I think I'm just gonna have to like train you guys on how to do it. It's really easy, actually.
In fairness, your dying would be a perfect way to end the show.
Yeah, but nobody would know.
Yeah, it's true.
You just post.
Brian, can we cut to that next episode after Jay dies?
There's no next episode after Jay.
No.
You guys wouldn't know how to post it.
Hey, Brian, we're back on Brink of Sanity. If fans notice, there's one guest missing.
Mr. Doom and Gloom.
Yes. So we're not going to joke as much about Jay's work hating Jay because someone at work actually murdered him. Anyway.
Wait, I'm Mr. Doom and Gloom? Bri, you're way darker than I am.
I was waiting for someone to catch on to that.
Yeah, I was like, you're definitely Mr. Doom and
Gloom.
And consequently, that would probably be our highest rated episode.
Speaking of darker, do you guys want to hear about the new Harriet Tubman movie?
No.
Not really.
Come on.
She's getting a movie. She's getting a $20 bill, too. Yeah, what else does she need?
Yeah, she's getting everything for Harriet Tubman.
If you ask me, she's getting a little greedy.
Yeah.
So I read this interview about the producer of Harriet Tubman. I thought it was interesting to read to you guys. So they said, like, in one meeting, I was told one studio head said in a meeting, the script is fantastic. Let's get Julia Roberts to play Harriet Tubman. When someone pointed out that Roberts couldn't be Harriet, the executive responded, it was so long ago. No one's going to know the difference.
That's great.
Isn't that wonderful?
Mm-hmm.
Then two films really changed the climate in Hollywood to how Harriet could be made. When 12 Years a Slave became a hit and did $200 million worldwide, I told my agent, you can't say this kind of story won't make money now. And then Black Panther blew the doors open. I don't know. That whole thing just sounded horrible.
I feel like he's going to do a Twitter apology tomorrow.
I love the Julia Roberts. No one will even remember slavery even happened. Let's blame the British on slavery.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear another Brink of Sanity article? South Dakota. I don't know if you guys heard about their.
I like when Marc asks questions and he does not wait for an answer. He's like, "I'm running the show. I'm in the driver's seat."
Well, I have a guest I want to have on the show.
I have an agenda.
I have an agenda. Screw you. What do you have stuff prepared for the show?
I was just going to talk about my latest work woes, but that's.
Whatever. We have plenty of. We can jump right into that. But I have a guest in the show. Have you heard about South Dakota's anti-meth campaign?
Oh,
you guys heard about it?
Yeah,
no, Marc. Tell me more.
It's called Meth. We're on it.
Oh,
is that a good slogan for an anti-meth campaign?
So they ran that past like a whole group of people, and they're all like, "Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that."
It was in the news. It really happened. They just thought this was a great thing. Their explanation was, we want to tell people we're on top of the meth campaign. We're on top of fighting meth. Meth, we're on it. It's on slogans, on billboards all over South Dakota. So actually,
I do remember seeing something about that.
So I have on you, if you guys want to interview, I have the guy in charge of PR for South Dakota. They have some other programs.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Wade, are you here? Hey guys, I'm here. I heard you guys want me on the show. I have a couple other campaigns. You guys want to hear about my campaign for South Dakota?
Yeah, sure. Let's go for it.
I will tell you the campaign. You can ask me how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the first one. I think pedophilia is a big problem, and I know Marc loves talking about pedophilia. Anyway, so our campaign is we like fucking children too.
And Epstein didn't kill himself.
Yeah, so we like fucking children. We're trying to emphasize we really like children too.
All right, that seems just as well planned as the last one. What about
big slogan? We like fucking children too, and because we want to protect them. Our next one is we've launched an anti-bullying campaign.
Okay.
Guys, have any good slogans for that?
Give me your lunch money.
Okay, so we have smearing the queer is what we do. Because we're crushing insensitive bullying words like queer.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah.
You have to kind of explain it after you say it, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's a little too complicated for people from South Dakota.
We also we've launched an anti-sexual harassment campaign. It's called Show Us Your Tits, encouraging businesses to show us their top intensive total sensitivity campaign.
Oh, that's good.
Tits, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We also have a racial sensitivity campaign. It's called Guess the N-Word, with the N-word being nice.
That's it. That's good.
The campaign would feature a billboard with people of many different races with their arms around each other with the words "Guess the N-Word."
Okay.
And our last one, an anti-teen suicide campaign. It's called "Blow Your Brains Out, You Piece of Shit." No one would even miss you. Yes, we are talking to you, Mr. No One Loves Me. It's pretty self-explanatory, but here we are calling suicide a piece of shit and asking it to blow its own brains out if suicide was a person.
These sounds like documentaries that Troy McClure was in.
Yeah, so these are South Dakota. We're always ahead of the times.
Do you have a heroin one, like injecting the fight for heroin?
You apparently are trying to take my job, aren't you?
I'm just, maybe you could run with that, tweak it a little bit.
Any more issues you want? Tweak it a little bit. That's our anti-heroin campaign. Any others? Any other? I give you one on the spot. Any other issues you want me to fight?
How about alcohol?
Jay's employer.
How about alcoholism?
Alcoholism.
As I'm drinking rum on a Monday night.
Get fucked up, because we're telling people to get fucked up off alcohol.
Okay.
I'm not as good on the spot, I guess. Don't drink and drive. Just don't do one of those two.
I was thinking something more like chug it.
Chug it. Yeah, that's good.
Like,
again, you're taking my goddamn job.
Like, chug the anti-alcoholism.
Why don't you go take a goddamn sequel class, you asshole?
I already did. I am certified.
In something.
Mm-hmm.
How is your certification helping you?
It helped me get a meeting with HR.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Everything goes really good at my job. It's really cool. It's a nice place.
What, was it about sexual harassment?
No. So we have a Slack chat for the department, and
oh yeah, you've mentioned that before.
Yeah. So me and two other guys in the department all took the sequel class together. So the fourth guy.
Does anyone call it squirrel?
No.
Why not?
Because people say sequel.
Okay. But there's no E, there's no vowels.
SQL, sequel.
There's no R either. Where do you get squirrel?
No.
Yeah, yours makes a lot less sense than sequel.
Yeah.
Okay, what is sequel?
It's kind of like if you want to manipulate databases. So say you have a database of things that were bought, and you say, I want to see like the most recent purchases by guys with the last name that begin with A. I can like type in a quick code and have that just show up instead of like you doing a search or
just hit edit sort.
Yeah, but I can do like way more complicated things that you wouldn't be able to do that with. Like I could combine different databases and
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So it's there's actual real world use for it.
Right. Okay.
Awesome. So you're finally a useful member of society.
Yeah, finally.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So who bought the most things? Abraham or Alex?
It was Alex.
Oh, okay.
So the other guy in our group posted in the Slack chat. He took pictures of our degrees. Well, we got a little like certification thing. And he posted, he was like, oh, congrats to my coworkers. They all got their certification in SQL.
Yeah.
And what would you think in a normal workplace would happen?
He would congratulate you and say, "Great job, Jay."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's one thing that could happen. What actually happened is a manager came over and says something doesn't add up. And I said, "What are you talking about?" And she goes, "I looked up the class and it cost $1,000." It's like, okay. And she's like, "Yeah, you wouldn't have paid for that." And so I had the certificate next to me and I held it up. I'm like, "Do you think this is fake?" And she goes, "Yeah." And she's like, "I know you and you wouldn't have done something like that." And then she just walks, and then she laughs and walks away.
Clearly, she doesn't know you.
Right.
Does she know how much you hate the job?
Why? Yeah. Why would I fake a certification to get a like in a Slack channel by people I don't like in the first place?
Should we cut to the reenactment?
Do you want to cut the reenactment of my coworker overhearing it and sending her to HR?
Jay, why'd you post that in Slack? We know you're not smart enough to take a class.
Yeah, we have a channel called Kudos. And
it's Kudos are those are the bars you eat. They're like granola bars, but they're called Kudos. They're covered with chocolate and they're delicious.
Well, it's specifically to acknowledge accomplishments you've done.
Yeah, but I'm acknowledging the fact that you don't have accomplishments. And I looked that class up, and it's like more money than you have because I know how much you make, and you don't make money.
Well, that part's true.
Okay. Anyway, if you and you have no class, you're like school on a Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, I went to school, but I have no class. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That was my joke when we were in college.
Yeah, we said that in college.
High five, Bri.
Anyway, it's a great work environment. It makes everybody feel so good. It's really nice.
Wait, somebody ratted on her for...
Well, the other guy who took the class was sitting right in front of me while she was saying all this. And she also basically told him to his face, like, yeah, you wouldn't have done it either. And so he's like, yeah, fuck this. I'm just going to report this bitch to HR.
So what's the goal of your job? Like, do they have like a death pool? And that's the idea, really?
My theory is that they have a pool to see which one of them can make me snap first. And
I mean, that sounds about right.
And one of the managers definitely put the mortgage on her house up because she is trying so hard to make me snap.
So, Jay, when are you getting a sequel job?
Well, I added it to my resume and I emailed all my recruiters this morning. So we'll see what comes of that.
Did you say this was the sequel to your resume?
Wow, that would have been good.
Did you put on your resume, this is a fake degree?
Yeah.
So someone writes back, the sequel's never as good as the original. Dun-dun-dun.
When that manager went back to her desk, I took a screenshot of my Amex bill with the charge on it and sent that to her.
Do you guys have like the best passive aggressive move of the week? Like people get an award for that?
We don't because I'd win every week.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
So I think we should, Bri, you and I should both spend a week at Jay's job just so we can appreciate our jobs more.
You would come into your office so we could get promoted over him.
That's true too. But you'd come to your office and they'd be like, Bri is so goddamn happy. I tried Jay's job out. I'm good here. Don't worry about it.
I don't think you need a week. 24 hours should do it.
Holy crap, man.
It's really bad. It's not a good environment.
The only thing that would make your job worse is like corporal punishment. Actually, you know what? We should come, Brian. Let's talk about ways to make Jay's job worse. So above Jay's head, there's a drop of water that comes down every like minute or two, and this happens, and he's not allowed to move. He has to have the water hit his head every day.
This is Chinese water torture. Well,
yes.
One of the attorneys in my office, there's like a dead animal somewhere, like in the heating, like pipes or something. So his whole office smells like a dead animal, and they can't figure out like where it is or how to get it. So he just has like air fresheners and like candles and stuff.
Oh my god!
So that's Jay's new office.
Jay, yeah. I know we took your office away last year. We're giving you a new office, a brand new office. All of you.
Jay, you're basically Milton.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then like everybody from Office Space works at your company.
As I mentioned, there's this girl that is always cold, and she kept calling the facilities, and so they got fed up and basically just turned off the air conditioning, so it's like boiling hot by my seat all the time.
Your coworkers now get a bonus by the number of times they hit you with spitballs throughout the day.
I mean, some of these seem like minor improvements on my current situation.
Everyone else at your office gets a new screensaver. That's your girlfriend naked. Your job, your boss has an anti-cutting your toe hair policy. That's a callback from a while ago.
Yeah. I tweeze it, though. I don't cut it.
So.
I yank it out by the roots.
Okay. That sounds much better. That sounds worse than your job, actually. Brian, come on. What else are we going to make Jay's job worse?
It's got to be some kind of dress code to make him wear something stupid. You have to wear flip-flops, Jay.
How would that be worse?
Bry hates flip-flops more than life itself, and Bry hates life.
Why do you hate? What do you hate more, flip-flops or wearing your shirt when you go to the bathroom?
Flip-flops.
Okay. Why? What's wrong with flip-flops?
I just seeing a man wear flip-flops is just there's something right about that.
What about like sandals? Like, is it all sandals or all open-toed? Like, or is it just flip-flops?
It's flip-flops, and then also like seeing like locker room photos or videos of like like basketball players or football players walking around like with those little just like sandally things on. It's like there's just something creepy about it. I don't like it.
What about Birkenstocks?
I don't know what those are.
Bry wore sandals when we lived together, by the way.
Oh, then what the hell are you talking about?
It's the flip-flops with the toe thing in it.
Yeah. But I'm saying, what about Birkenstock? Like sandals, basically.
Bry also has like the worst feet, so
I do have pretty bad feet, and they're getting worse.
He has finger toes. They're like literally the length of fingers.
My toe.
So you're making our last Brink of Sanity listener vomit.
Yes.
So in my left foot, like if Bry was in that movie, no one would realize it wasn't his hand for like the longest time.
Yeah, they're like, why do they keep showing this guy's hand?
Why do they call my left hand?
Jay, you have to wear a cowboy hat every day at work.
That is pretty bad. And jingle bells around my ankles.
Jay has to every day when he gets to work, he has to wear a white T-shirt and has to do a wet T-shirt contest before starting his day.
They're just looping Dave Matthews on the office audio speakers.
I mean, it's not going to be Dave Matthews. It's going to be Drake.
I don't know. It's close.
Would you rather Dave Matthews be looped or you have to karaoke Drake?
Dave Matthews loop. I do like 2 Dave Matthews songs, which is two more than Drake.
Which ones?
Why
the word you say?
No, I hate that one.
Ants Marching?
No, that one fucking sucks.
The other songs that all sound the same? They all sound the freaking same song.
What did I like? 2-Step?
Okay, Jay has to wear a tuxedo at work, and on his lunch hour, he's got to be everyone's waiter.
The 2 people that sit on both sides of you, Jay, are huge Mets fans, and all they talk about are the Mets all day.
That already happens. I'm not even joking. The guy in front of me and the guy to my left love the Mets.
The guy next to you, all he does is fart, and your boss keeps blaming you for it.
I do get blamed for everything, like literally everything in the office. It's like a running gag. Anytime something goes wrong, everyone's like, "Oh, Jay, you're gonna get in trouble."
When at the policy at work is instead of covering your mouth when you sneeze, you have to use Jay's face.
That people just have to sneeze into my mouth.
This is awkward, Jay, but it's company policy.
Sorry, they added it to the charter. Everyone has people from other floors are coming down to sneeze in your mouth.
Jay has to actually write out the transcript to the Brink of Sanity.
Within the first 15 minutes, the word pedophilia gets typed out on my computer.
37 times. Fucking Marc. Oh, pedophilia. I don't know how to spell this word.
By the way, we made it 14 minutes this week.
What's up?
I said we made it 14 minutes this week.
I have to get it out every show.
I don't know. I don't think you have to.
I have a question. If your house burned down in like a big fire, would you claim that? Would you claim any fake items were there? Like you're gonna get you would file insurance claim. So PG&E, they're responsible for the fires in California, and they got some claims they said were a little bit suspicious. Tell me if you think this is suspicious.
Okay.
One man said the fire burned his 500-pound emerald. Worth $280 million.
Oh my God. At least try and be realistic.
So PG&E is they're challenging that one.
Really? I mean, can't you at least just say you had a couple extra TVs or something like, throw an extra couple thousand. You're not going to get millions. That's stupid.
It's like they were like, Bob, remember we were smoking and got high last night? We were joking around. Yeah, so I actually wrote that down, and now I'm going to jail.
Do you guys want to do some questions?
What about our top 5 list?
These always work well.
Yeah.
I think we might actually be doing the same one this week, which is, I guess, an improvement.
Maybe. So I said to Jay and Bri that we should do a top 5 technologies you never want to happen. Jay responded, how about technologies I want to get rid of? Current technologies. And I said, who gives a fuck? Let's do that.
But then
it's technologies that either they're currently available that you want to get rid of, or technologies in the future that you want to never happen.
See, I knew when you agreed to my suggestion, you were just going to do your original one anyway.
Exactly, yeah. I have my own agenda, Jay.
Marc doesn't ask questions. He just makes demands.
Yep.
I thought it was a decent idea.
Yeah, I
Whatever.
know you did. That's why.
What was your top 5 idea?
Top 5 ways to stop Marc from dictating the show.
So, Bri, what technology, current or future technology, do you want to get rid of?
Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub.
How are these things so popular? Like, DoorDash got like $100 million recently. Like, are these many people fucking need to use these services?
Why don't you like Grubhub?
I have never, as an adult, had food delivered to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait,
like since I got out of college.
You're not cooking, so what are you doing? You're just driving to like Arby's?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say very small number of times I get food delivered. I mean, most of the time I go here with Bri. I think he's right. Like, why the fuck do you need to get food delivered all the time?
Like, are you that lazy?
Well,
I mean,
it's not even like I could see like, okay, your local pizza place delivers. That's one thing, but it's like you're getting a third party to go pick up your food, and bring it to you,
and you're paying,
and you have to expect that they're gonna like take some and soil it.
It's not a third party. It's people who work for the actual restaurant.
No, Uber Eats and all these things. They don't work for the restaurant.
No, Grubhub.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
What are you talking about? It would just be like Joe's Pizza would be delivering it. You don't have to contact Grubhub.
No,
am I wrong? Actually, I don't know what Grubhub.
No,
Grubhub is just ordering directly from the restaurant.
Yeah, Grubhub is the restaurant
about, like,
employee.
Uber Eats, like having somebody pick your food up and bring it to you.
No, yeah, that's different. No, Grubhub is just an app that the restaurant gets, and their own delivery people send their food.
By the way, this episode of Brink of Sanity is sponsored by Grubhub. You want to order food? Use Grubhub and mention Brink of Sanity on that call for no good reason. So Jay, do you often like go like, I could go to McDonald's down the street, but I'm going to call a third party and pay him $5 to do it for me?
I mean, I order delivery probably twice a week, but it's never fast food. I could not feel good about myself if I got like Wendy's delivered or something like that.
In the city, I can make a slight exception, like living in the city like that, getting food delivered is one thing, but
how are you really making money working for DoorDash? Like how are they convincing all these people to work for these companies?
I mean,
this is as shitty as Jay's job sounds. a lot shittier is racing around the city to bring food to assholes.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you're quick at it, you can make a good amount of money.
Really? How much money do you think you can make in an hour? Like these restaurants aren't like, it's not like you're going to like 7 restaurants that are right next to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, at most, what are you making? $12 an hour?
I'd say between 12 and 20.
Yeah, that's not a great living. And like, how many hours are you going to work for a week? I mean, I guess you could do it after work, but I don't know. This doesn't sound like a great. I guess on the way home, if you do a couple, you can make some extra cash. But I feel like this is a pretty. I don't know how they convince so many people to fucking do this job.
I don't know. It seems like it's a lot of people who might not have legal documentation.
So it's basically these are where all the people Trump is trying to. So if Trump just ordered DoorDash a lot, he'd get all the Mexicans he wants out of the country.
Yeah.
He likes hamburgers, so
He's like, I found all the illegal immigrants because I ordered a lot of hamburgers.
He just keeps ordering burgers and deporting the guy who brings him his burgers.
Like the delivery guys never come back. They're like, weird. The delivery guy, we lost another one.
The most inefficient way to do this ever.
Turns out, ICE owns DoorDash. Yeah. Jay, what's your technology you want to get rid of, or you want to never happen?
Selfie sticks.
I knew you were going to say that. You've talked about that a lot in the show.
I think it's so douchey looking.
Do you think the concept of like, if someone holds their arm out and does the selfie,
I would
is that
think
okay
just
with you?
selfies in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't like selfies be like you get rid of littering, get rid of selfies on our street also? I'd rather have littering than selfies.
Selfies are, it's hard not to look like a complete. I see people taking selfies waiting for the subway. It's like you're literally taking like a pre-work selfie and then posting that you're on your way to work.
Have you ever looked at someone's vacation photos and all the photos are pictures like they like went traveling by themselves? All the pictures of just a picture of them, like them in front of a rock, them in front of like a stream. You're like, I don't fucking want to see 20 pictures of you. It's just fucking weird.
Yeah, like I went to Japan and Thailand, and like I'm in like one picture. It's all like the stuff I did and saw. Like, isn't that what you want to see? You don't want to see your stupid face covering up 60%.
I don't think there's a picture taken of me in the last year.
I mean, should we all be limited to one picture a day? Like that should be the max you're allowed.
Yeah,
Make 6 pictures matter again.
Same with car honks. That's my number.
Yeah.
That's my number 2.
Car honks.
I think you should get 3 a day.
Why so many?
Maybe you're like almost in an accident and you do 3 quick honks to like get the guy off you.
Okay. So the technology I am scared of is at some point people keep examining the brain. At some point, someone's going to figure out how to read your mind, and we're all going to walk around reading each other's minds, and that'll be the end of humanity.
Oh, so we're in InfoWars now.
Well,
no, I'm just saying this is I'm saying technology is not here yet, but they do study brainwaves, and there's some way, like in theory, I guess technology could advance to the point where they could read people's brains.
InfoWars already said mind control is happening.
Jay, I'm very disappointed nobody from InfoWars has contacted me about my meat theory.
Isn't InfoWars already doing mind control because they have all these people on the site who believe that shit?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I liked your meat theory. I thought you had a new conspiracy this week.
You hated his meat theory last
Yeah,
episode.
you hated it.
In retrospect, I liked it. What's your new conspiracy?
It grew on you.
The more he thought about it, the more I realized he was right.
I don't remember the intricacies. I just like the fact that Bri brought something to the show. Bri, what's your next idea?
My new conspiracy theory is that 9/11.
Oh God! Just shut up. Just stop. Okay,
Wait,
Bri, what's your next technology?
Before we do Bri's theory, we posted a poll, and 63% of the people responded agreed that the government is trying to ban meat.
See?
What about potatoes?
I mean, it was only 8 people, but still.
I'm pretty sure that the 63% thing doesn't happen with 8 people.
5 out of 8?
Nobody wants to hear my new 9/11 conspiracy?
I do, yes. Let's hear it.
All right. So I believe that 9/11 was actually a gender reveal gone wrong.
Explain.
Bri, are you referencing that fire that happened in like?
Yeah, the plane that crashed during that.
There was a fire, basically, that it was a gender reveal that resulted in a gigantic fire. But that happened like a while ago.
No, it was a plane that crashed. It was supposed to like shoot out like a liquid or something, but he crashed instead.
Oh, is this a new gender reveal story?
Yeah, this was like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Oh, because there's a fire, I think, in Arizona, like a while ago.
Well, that started that whole.
What the fuck is with the gender reveals?
I think that's what 9/11 was really supposed to be.
Is with
Two towers for a boy, and I just haven't been able to figure out which famous person was born right after.
That's a pretty good one, actually, Rye. What was the one that happened? What's the gender reveal story?
It just happened. Like there was like one of those little like like when you go to the beach and there's those planes that fly over like with the signs.
Yeah,
it was like a little plane like that, and it was supposed to like shoot off like a pink or blue like liquid or like smoke or something, and the guy crashed instead.
Holy shit! I found the article. Gender reveal stunt led to plane crash in Texas.
Yeah.
Oh God. Another gender reveal stunt went horribly wrong and led to a recent plane crash in Texas, according to National Transportation Safety Board. The pilot was flying a plane at low altitude as part of an elaborate gender reveal for a friend. Why the fuck do you... I thought the gender reveal happens when the baby comes out of the womb.
Yeah.
It's so like egotistical to have a party to reveal your baby's gender. That's so douchey.
In October, a family in Iowa inadvertently built a pipe bomb for a party that exploded and killed grandmother. The incident was the latest in a string of gender reveal stunts gone awry. Good. They built the pipe. Hang on. Partygoers thought they'd built a clever gender reveal device. It turned out to be a deadly pipe bomb. Like, these kind of things make you root for climate change.
It does. It really does.
Like, just root for the end. Oh my God. The family got together for what they thought was going to be a happy event with no intent on for anyone to get hurt. Pamela Krymeyer, 56, was killed when a piece of shrapnel from the device struck her in the head at a soiree in rural Knoxville. I
have a second conspiracy theory. The Boston bombing was actually a gender reveal gone wrong too.
Yeah, Hiroshima was also a gender reveal. Holy shit! How did Grandma die? You know what'd be great? Mommy, Daddy, what was your reaction when you found out I was when you found out I was going to be a boy? My reaction was I will miss Grandma.
And then the kid comes out and he wants to be a woman, and Grandma died in vain.
I mean, so here's what they did. On Saturday afternoon, 5 family members and the expectant mother gathered and placed gunpowder in the bottom of a homemade stand that was welded to the base plate. Then drilled a hole in the side of the stand to install a fuse and placed a piece of wood on top of the gunpowder before adding colored powder indicating the baby's gender. The idea was that once the gunpowder ignited, it would launch the powder into the air, typically blue for boy or pink for girl. But when the family members placed tape over the top of the metal tubing, they inadvertently created a pipe bomb, authorities said. Holy fuck.
These are really
First of all, if you're using gunpowder for your baby reveal...
That's a warning. That's a red flag.
You don't get to keep the baby.
No, you're a terrorist at that point.
Holy, I assume generally that's all that was happening in Iraq, is that like a series of gender reveals.
All right. Want to do a couple questions?
Sure. Don't you guys have more technologies?
Oh, no.
Okay. Anything implanted in the body. I don't want anything where you implant something in your body and you can like use technology based on things being implanted. They had a guy in Shark Tank where he implanted like a speaker into your next to your ear, so you could talk into your phone instead of having like a headset you put in your ear. You have something actually drilled into your head.
I hope those explode.
Yeah.
I hope they cause the worst cancer.
Anything involving colonizing another planet. That I think should also never happen.
Yeah. We haven't even gotten this one right. Let's not fuck up another planet.
Yeah, someone told me they it was like a friend of a friend went to like something where Jeff Bezos spoke, and he was talking like adamantly about how like we need to colonize Mars and put all the factories of the future on Mars so we can do all the pollution we want and leave the pollution on Mars.
Yeah, let's just fuck up more planets.
Yeah.
Don't you hear that and you think, Bezos, we should take most of your money away. This is like the ultimate reason for wealth redistribution because people like him are fucking nuts.
Yeah. That's like Mr. Burns level shit.
Yeah.
And robots that can kill and make their own decisions about killing. That was the book you gave me. Do you remember that, Jay? The Terminator Conundrum?
No, what?
The booking for the guy that wrote for Cracked, like how the world's gonna end.
Oh yeah.
He talked about the army wants to make basically like robots that can make decisions on killing themselves. Basically drones that don't have to like have a human person press kill, but the drones can figure out when to kill and when not to kill.
I forgot about that book.
Yeah, that book was fucking scary.
Do you still have that?
I thought I gave it back to you.
Yeah, you probably did. I lost it.
I have no idea if I gave it back to you. I don't know, but I thought I did. But
anyway, okay.
okay.
You have more?
Also, any technology that involves gender reveals, those should actually all happen. Okay,
maybe we could get rid of the technology that, that shows the baby, the ultrasounds or whatever.
I thought that gender reveals is what happens when the kid hits 17 and decides what gender they want to be.
Yeah,
that's like just like having a kid and doing a selfie of of yourself. It's like how can we put me into having a kid?
Yeah, well, of course. Well, you do put you in having a kid. That's how it works, actually, Jay.
Yeah, but no, just make it about myself.
It's bad enough we just went to your stupid wedding, and now we have your stupid kid.
Well, they also have like a baby shower. It's just getting extra presents.
It was who was it? Doug Stanhope had a joke about like weddings. He's like, you remember how I've been with Rebecca for all these years? Well, we're now going to party about it, and you guys are going to come and give me presents for us still being together.
Right.
If marriage didn't exist, would you invent it? That's what he always says.
That's pretty good line. That's pretty true. I mean,
yeah. Got to get the government in on this one.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. We are the Brink of Sanity at gmail.com is our email. Brink of Sanity 3 on Twitter. brinkofsanityshow.com is the website. And patreon.com/Brink of Sanity if you want to help support the show.
What would you rather get rid of? Would you rather get rid of selfies or social media?
Selfies.
Okay. What about you, Bri?
Well, that's a good question. I think if you got rid of social media, there'd be no reason for people to take selfies. So you could kill two birds with one stone there.
That is
Bry's playing chess, you're playing checkers.
That is true. That was some 3D chess shit. Dean writes, hey guys, are you guys following the primaries right now, or are you trying not to?
Well, Jay's trying to get Bloomberg to pay all his bills off. So
Jay, why aren't you running it again?
I don't know. My last campaign, my family didn't even vote for me.
Did you actually tell your family you were running?
I did.
And were they embarrassed?
Did they ask you where you're running to?
No, they didn't. I mean, my whole family's Republican, and I ran under. Oh no, I did run under a Republican.
Are you still a big fan of? Sorry, is your family still a big fan of Trump?
My dad jumped ship. Everyone else is still all in.
Your dad jumped ship. What was his reason for jumping ship?
He didn't deliver on anything he said, and he's lied about everything he's done.
I mean, those are all good reasons. But I feel like if you're in for him the first time, you're probably going to be in for him the second time. So what did he want? What did your dad want Trump to deliver on?
Tax cuts for the middle class, working on infrastructure.
Didn't he kind of do tax cuts for the middle class?
No,
I mean, he gave the rich a much bigger tax cut, but
yeah. No, he did tax cuts for the rich and said now he's saying if he gets reelected, serious this time, tax cuts for the middle class.
I thought like if you make like $50 million, you got like $1 million back. If you make $50,000 back, you got like $12 back.
Yeah. Well,
it was yeah.
You guys think he's going to win again?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the rest of your family? Why are they still in for Trump?
Because they just vote Republican no matter what. It doesn't matter. It literally, you can have a literal piece of shit and say it's Republican and it's running, and they're like, okay, well, it's Republican, so what choice do I have?
Hey, Jed, who from your family would come on our show to talk about this? Can we interview a Trump supporter?
I know who wouldn't.
Would any member of your family, would your sister come on and talk about being a Trump supporter?
She's not even talking to me, so.
Okay, is there another member of your family who would come on? I was going to say your dad. I feel like your dad would be the most likely one to come on the show, but if he doesn't like Trump anymore, it's not as worth having him on the show.
I don't know. I can ask. Around.
Yeah, that'd be great to get a real Trump supporter on the show.
So,
I mean, do you think your dad, like, would your dad be a good guest to interview, like, why he switched sides?
Yeah, I think he'd be fine with that.
Who's your dad like now?
Nobody.
Okay.
I mean, he kind of likes.
Like, who's he going to vote for?
He doesn't know yet. He kind of likes Yang. He kind of likes Gabbard.
I mean, Gang's going to give him $10,000. It's a pretty good incentive.
Yeah. It's part 2 of Dean's question. Do you have any thoughts on the Tulsi Clinton bitch fight?
It's hot.
Well, half of it's hot.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. The whole thing was kind of weird.
Clinton is so powerful. If you say anything bad about her, it's like, that's it. Like, Tulsi didn't...
I still don't understand why, like, Republicans act like she's the president.
I don't know why she can't shut the fuck up.
I don't know why. Yeah, somebody won't just say, don't fucking run again. We don't need this bullshit.
She's that, like, powerful, though. Like,
I
mean, I get it. She got screwed, but I mean, Al Gore got screwed. He let it go. Now he's trying to save the planet.
Did she get something else to do? She screwed all over America by not being able to beat, like, the most beatable candidate possible.
Yeah, by getting cocky and not running in, not going to swing states to speak.
Yeah, I can go to Michigan, but I can get more votes in California.
Well, she underestimated how racist, like, blue collar people are.
Well, that's a shitty campaign.
Oh.
Yeah. Bri.
Yeah.
Currently, what candidate do you support if you had to vote today? And you could also include Bloomberg and that guy from Boston who's running also.
Yeah, I don't need to include any of those. I was always a Bernie bro, but I think he's starting to fade a little. I mean, I think
he's going to die on the campaign.
I mean, I think honestly, the person who would be the best president is Elizabeth Warren. But I think the age that we live in now, because of Trump, with just being like mean and nasty and just vile, like I think she has no chance.
Why does she have no chance for that reason?
Because she's too nice, and I don't think. Like if she was running against Trump, I mean, Trump's just going to call her like a fucking bitch every day.
But isn't Trump going to make fun of whoever the nominee is? Like,
right.
He's not going to hear it. If it's Biden, he's not going to be like, can't make fun of Biden. Sleepy Joe.
No, but I mean, you just look at her like a frail little old lady, and it's like people, like if she doesn't fight back, people are going to be like, I'm not going to vote for her. She's not going to fight back. And with this asshole like saying shit about me.
Who's going to fight back? Who's going to fight back?
Well, I mean, I think Joe Biden would fight back. He doesn't give a shit.
Did you watch the last? Have you been watching Biden recently?
I haven't watched anything.
He doesn't really make sense anymore.
Yeah, he
like
really
gives speeches where like a third of the speech you're like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, I heard his advisors want him to talk less because whenever he talks, he just goes on these rambling tangents and doesn't make sense.
He might be better off not going to the debates anymore.
Yeah. Why? Just because he's lost 6 in a row?
Yeah, it's not even like he sounds so like, and he still, it doesn't seem to really matter in the polls. So stop going. It's not helping you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the day after the debates, his numbers go down like 10%, and then 2 days later he's back up. It's like it doesn't matter at all.
So Bri, you would like Warren the most, but you'd vote for Biden because you think Biden is the best shot.
I mean, I'll probably vote for any of the Democrats. I mean, unless it's like Cory Booker or some dickhead like that. I mean,
I'm assuming you're gonna get behind whoever the candidate is. But Jay, what about you? Who would you vote for? And is your answer different? Who would you like, and who would you vote for? The answer is different.
I would like Bernie, Yang, Gabbard.
Yeah, I don't mind Yang. I like Yang too, but I think he's just
Jay, you're not allowed to check all three on the ballot, so you got to pick one.
Bernie, because I think he has the better chance than the other two.
Okay.
I would not vote for Biden if he was the nominee.
Why not, Jay?
I think he's basically just a Republican under a Democrat's title. Like he didn't get shit done when he was vice president.
I've actually his job. You're as vice president, you actually have no authority to do anything.
Your job is not to do anything.
Your job is your only job you have is that when it's 50-50 tie in the Senate, you get to go. I get to make the deciding vote.
Well, I mean, he's like bragging like I was part of the administration that got nothing done.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's like, remember Obama? Everyone likes Obama. I'm cool like him.
Yeah, Obama got nothing done. So
it's all this is Biden's fault anyway. Because if he would have ran in 2016, he would have won.
Yeah, that would have helped.
Okay.
Do you like my? Did I talk about my idea for who should be president? Did I talk about Judge Judy?
I hate Judge Judy.
Judge Judy was on Bill Maher, and she wouldn't stop talking about Michael Bloomberg.
I know, but if you had a ticket of Judge Judy as the president and Oprah as the VP, who's beating that? Middle America fucking loves Judge Judy.
Ugh.
Do you know she makes like $40 million a year?
Yeah,
that's
like
disgusting.
they fucking love her, and they'll all look at her and go, she's tougher than Trump. I've been watching her every day on TV for the last 40 fucking years, or however long that show's been on. No one knows better than Judge Judy. She's fair.
I hate that idea.
I think she would win in a heartbeat.
She's not fair at all.
Who gives a shit? America loves her.
Not this America. Anyway,
yeah, okay.
Lorenzo writes, hey guys, one of your coworkers brings a baby into the office. How do you go with the whole goo goo gaga thing? I'm especially pumped for Bry's answer. Can we role
this
play?
happened 2 weeks ago. One of the guys at work, his wife just had a baby in September. And she came in around during the middle of lunch while everybody was eating, and I literally didn't leave my desk.
Okay.
Somebody's like, "Oh, the baby's here." I just rolled my eyes and said, "I have work to do."
Jay's at work. Jay now has to. The person that sits next to him is a baby that cries all day.
Can we role play the situation with Bry as himself and Marc as the coworker bringing in the baby?
Hey, Bry, I just had another baby for no good reason, just for the show. Check him out. This is my young little. I named it after you. This is young Bry. He looks so cute.
I have somebody waiting on hold for me.
Okay, do you mind holding him? He's gonna pee on you. Here, Bry. Take him.
Yeah, I have a rule about never holding a baby unless
Bry,
it's
you're already touching him. He's yours. I already have two. I'm donating him to you. Okay.
Oh, it's fourth down. Time to punt.
All right. Lorenzo also made a list of 32 for the Brink of Sanity bracket. So thank you, Lorenzo. I think we will have to seed these ourselves.
Okay. Jay, do you want to do that for next show?
You trust me to just seed them all?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Okay.
What are we going to fight over? Like, we just need to put them in some order, and then we can go. You want to really figure out which one's the number 1 seed, which one's number 2 seed?
Not particularly.
Jay, what should be the number 1 seed?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to sit down and I'm gonna put way too much thought into this. That's the problem.
All right. I don't even know what's on there. Is Funfetti on there?
Yeah.
Have you guys seen what's the advances in cake technology? Speaking of technology that's been good. I remember back in the day, if you want a picture in your cake, they would take some frosting and draw like a shitty flower on your cake, and that was all they could do with a cake. Now you can hand them any picture you want, and they can put that picture on a cake.
And it's edible?
What'd you say?
It's edible?
Yeah, it's like a regular cake, but you can put I took a picture on my phone, and they put it on my son's cake for his birthday. My friend for his son's birthday, he took a picture of something, it was on the cake. Whatever picture you want, cake technology, they can put it on your cake now.
I mean, I'm sure it gives you cancer, Jay, but I mean, you could eat it.
I guess with the frosting, they can make it. They make a perfect picture. It looks like unbelievable.
Yeah, I've seen some cakes like that. My
only thing with this list is there's Marc's Juness and Marc's tight assness, and I feel like those are the same thing.
Yeah,
they're okay. First of all, they're different. But I'm not really sure. Is Mark Jr. supposed to be me being cheap also? Because I feel like there's more than that, right? Because I'm also I don't fucking know. I represent the tribe for the show.
Yeah, I
Anytime
guess
we talk about Jewish holidays or anything like that, it's me. So
that is true. You're the guy who rails against religion but celebrates literally every Jewish holiday.
Hey, whatever gets your day off, right?
Yeah, but it's so much effort. He has to go to family events and like spend money. It's like
Jay, my family doesn't vote for Trump, so I like them.
Yeah, see, I like
no one in my family has done insurance fraud.
The only thing about having my whole family battling all the time.
Brian, what about your family? How about never have I ever? Have I? Never do I. Okay, Brian, does anyone in your family commit insurance fraud?
I don't think so.
Okay, go on, Jay.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Yeah,
I like this list though. This is good stuff.
What else? What's on there? Do a preview for our fan.
Ants of Death, Deadly Valve Caps, Jay for President.
What's Deadly Valve Cap?
Valve. Were you not on for the Valve Cap episode?
Apparently not.
The you know what the valve caps are on your tires?
Yeah.
So I bought some, and they have a warning that these are not safe in California. And then I had to decide, do I want to get new valve caps or just put them on the car anyway? Because how the fuck is putting valve caps on the car going to harm my family?
Well, that also tied into Marc's tight assness because they were $1 cheaper than the non-poisonous ones.
Exactly. We can really relive the highlights of the show on this.
So we have Ghost Dog, Stickman.
Well, isn't Ghost Dog and Stickman that if you're one of the ones that go together, that kind of goes together?
Well, they're two different live beings.
I know, but they're from the same story.
Mm.
Fun Sponge going all the way back to episode 3. Brink Super Bowl ad.
That was a really good one. What else you got?
CPA exams.
Yeah.
Jay's sleep apnea machine. Work Hates Jay. Donald Trump podcast. The Brink 300th show special.
This is a great list.
The Dandy Warhols. Bry's,
wait, it should be Dandy Warhol meet and greet.
Bry's Medium. Retard Rampage.
Oh, I love Retard Rampage. That was a really good one.
Marc's Mega Mansion and Servants. Bry's Non-Girlfriend.
That's a pretty good one.
The Arsenal of Guns near Marc's house.
That's a new one.
Any update with that guy?
No, not at all.
Bryce,
not at all. I keep looking, but there's no updates.
Bry's Secret Social Life. A ghost balloon.
We could add 32 more to this. We could make it 64 person team bracket.
Maybe we should, and that'll just be the show for the rest of the year.
I mean, we could add what else?
That'll be the 300th episode special.
Have you said all 32?
No, but I mean, you could see the email, and then.
I thought we could do something on the show. What do we try to think of more? We could do Marc and Bri talk Mets.
Jay versus the Subway.
Baseball's on there.
Jay 150 degrees in Thailand.
112 degrees in Thailand's on there.
Okay. What else? Is Funfetti on there? It has to be on there.
Yeah, Funfetti's on there.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a pretty all-encompassing list. I like it.
Is Scam Class in there?
No, it's not.
That was not great of one.
Yeah.
Brian, any others?
Thinking. Did you have some issue with the food court, the mall, or something?
Yeah.
You talking about me or Jay?
It was definitely Marc.
I had an issue with the food court?
Yeah, I feel like it was...
Remember it was like a cafeteria or like a food court?
I feel like you were taking like free samples and...
There was some issue you had, some socially awkward...
I mean, it sounds like me, and I really take any free sample I will freaking take. I will gladly eat rat poison if you put it up in a tray.
You did something at it. Yeah, Bry's right. You did something at a food court.
Yeah,
it sounds
you
right.
forgot you stole something or...
It's probably true.
You definitely got into an argument with somebody.
That was over the water. You wanted water.
Oh, yeah. I think I know. Is my kid stories on there?
Yes.
Okay.
But
Every
I'm going
single
to
one
add
of them.
Mark keeps firing nannies.
By the way, also we have to talk about the fact what is it? The having sex with ghosts. What was that called? Spectrophilia. Remember my old nanny had spectrophilia?
Mm,
Do you
no.
not? Do you remember this? The letter?
I do, but
We got a letter saying our nanny was into devil worship and into spectrophilia.
right.
You know, normal shit.
Yeah. All right, so that's 3 more. We need 29 more.
Well, that's all.
I'd have to look back at show titles to figure out other ones.
Mhm.
Oh, I got one for you.
Mhm.
We haven't really covered this too much, but I feel like this should be a theme going forward. Is eat light at night? Jay's ongoing battle to torture himself.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't think that's a good idea.
Right? Do you think eat light at night is going to work out for Jay?
Everything else does.
I've lost 10 pounds in 3 weeks.
Have you?
Yeah.
Because I imagine you like every night you just go to bed and be like, I can't fucking sleep. I'm so hungry.
No, 10 pounds in 3 weeks.
It's pretty good, actually.
Mhm.
How many more do you have to go? Like until like you're happy?
At least 20 more.
Okay. Because it's like you're trying to lose weight. And obviously, you're trying to get healthier, but it's not like you're gonna like ever be like, okay, now it's time to like pose. You're whatever.
I just
It's
want
like
to
there's no goal in mind. You want to look like just normal, right?
Yeah, I want to not be gross.
I think we're all past that point.
Yeah, probably.
Bri taking his shirt off in the bathroom,
Oh, yeah.
and Jay taking the hair off his toes. Are you writing this shit down, Jay?
I am.
You are writing this shit down, right?
I am.
Okay, that's another one. Hair off the toes. That was fucking insane.
It's not that weird.
Yeah, says you, crazy person. I almost feel like the fact that you pick the hair off your toes is so gross. You almost deserve work. No, probably not, but
That's a little extreme.
that was
Yeah,
extreme. That was
seriously.
extreme, Jay. I'm sorry.
Okay. We have Bry's trips to the casino.
Yeah.
Bry's secret social life.
Well, did you used to get like all your dishes in your apartment? Don't you get like a whole dish set or something from there?
Yeah, I got a lot of giveaways, a lot of kitchen stuff, plates, glasses,
Bry's
pans.
Bry's not so secret gambling problem.
Yeah, that all seemed to kind of get toned down lately, huh?
Yeah, I've been.
What's your current record from biggest for 2019? What's the most you lost in a day?
I've only gambled like twice this year, so not
Twice
much.
in 2019?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
Well, I lost too much money.
I mean, it's a fair point.
You must have lost. How much did you lose? Like tens of thousands?
Wait, did you lose more than Jay has lost in cryptocurrency?
Oh yeah, that's got to be one of the categories: Bitcoin, crypto.
Yeah.
Is that on there already?
No, I'm gonna add cryptocurrency.
Yeah. But yeah. So, Bri, have you lost more than Jay has lost in cryptocurrency?
I don't know how much he's lost in cryptocurrency, but I would probably say yes.
There's Jay. Can we guess how much you've lost, Jay, or would that make you cry?
Sure. I mean, I don't officially lose until I sell, but we can say how much I'm down.
I'm going to say Jay is down 15 grand.
No, it's a lot less than that.
Oh, okay. I thought it was really. Were you? Well, I guess at your peak, you were in like you'd made.
Oh
like
yeah,
25
I'm
grand.
down 15 grand from the peak, but
Okay, from where you started though. You're down 5 grand.
5 or 6, yeah.
By the way, Brian, do you remember when Jay owned a bunch of AMD stock and he sold it to invest in crypto?
No. I didn't sell it to invest in crypto. I sold it because my job made me sell it.
Oh, I thought at some point you would sold it to invest in crypto.
No. My job gave me access to this program where they're like, oh, you can't have this program and trade in stocks. So they made me sell it at like $3, and then it went up to like $30.
What program would you have access to that has anything to do with like stock trading?
It has rating information, but we don't. That's not a client. of the company I work with. So there's no point in making me sell that particular stock. They're just assholes.
Yeah, your job really sucks.
Yeah.
What other good things for the show? Oh, I know this was only a 1-episode thing, but I like having 9 lives like a cat. Remember that one?
I do not.
Remember we were like talking about like how like someone says something stupid to you and you just kill yourself because you have 9 lives.
No,
I vaguely remember that.
I'm not.
It was a funny episode, but I guess not funny enough to be on the list.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll keep thinking about it. If we can come up with more, we'll.
I assume this is the end of emails, right?
Yes.
We have like 37 Facebook questions. You want to do them?
Are you serious?
No. I didn't even post on Facebook they were doing the show.
All right. Well, if you guys think of more, message me during the week. If we get up to a second 732.
Our friend in Toronto should be on there. Steven.
Steven, death threats?
Steven what?
Death threats?
Or just Steven in general. Also, our prank calls to what were we calling, like Walmart or Home Depot? What store we were calling? Target? Our prank phone calls.
Weren't we doing those during the Nick show?
How about
it's true.
How about that you can't get Brink of Sanity 1?
Oh yeah, the Twitter account.
I got the what was the people that rule the world, rule the earth? What are those called? What are they called? The Illuminati. Yes, the Jews.
Oh.
The Illuminati.
What about that?
We did an entire episode. We did a 3-part episode on the Illuminati.
Oh, that's on there. That's the 5th one down on the list. Illuminati.
Okay, I was like, that was a great one.
We could do Infowars.
Is that on there already?
No.
Okay, we could do. Yeah, Infowars is good.
All right, so we just added 10.
Okay, so we have 22 to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if we just scroll through the episodes, we can get more. We don't have to do it right now. But.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it looks like we might get up to 64. And then
once we get to 64, let's add to it next episode. And once we get to 64, we can then have a whole episode doing. Jay will populate the list, right, Jay?
Yeah, and I think we should just put up polls on Twitter and Facebook and have people vote on them.
When no one votes, it'll be really disappointing, Jay. Let's just do it ourselves.
I don't know. I think it's fun.
Who the fuck's gonna vote on this, Jay?
I don't know. Let's see. We had 8 people vote on is the government's banning meat.
Okay.
Yeah, and 3 of those were us. At least.
Still. I don't know. I think we should have some sort of fan involvement. It's weird if we do our own bracket and also vote on ourselves.
I actually don't think that's weird at all, but okay.
Okay. Anyway, this show's gone on too long.
Yes.
This show's gone on too long would be one of the categories.
All right, we'll be back.
Oh, I got Jay, the recycling woman at work for Jay.
Oh yeah,
we put the bottles. Yeah,
we could get 64 just out of Jay's work. The guy who eats all the food.
Oh, Bry scares his coworkers.
What is ice? What is I? I'm looking for the titles. What's I Smell Parkinson?
Oh,
it says where Rob was on about the top 5 the worst superhero powers.
Oh yeah, that's when you.
Jay, don't take the bait. This is Marc's plan to keep the show going for another half hour.
Yeah, I know that the superpower was you can smell Parkinson's disease in people.
Yeah, wait,
you can't just see him shake.
I'm looking
at like before it's like full onset, like you just know like that person's gonna have Parkinson's soon.
March 30th, 2018. I think there are dogs that actually can smell those things, but on March 30th, 2018 was the 10th anniversary of the show. That was fucking over a year ago. Why won't this show die?
We've tried to kill it.
Yeah, we've tried to kill it a few times.
We're actively trying to kill it.
Oh, the Rapture. Yeah, we talked about that for you were a big fan of the Rapture, Jay.
I was all in on that. Harold camping. All right, we'll be back soon because now I'm not in class again. So yeah, goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Happy trails to my love. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. It's all over. Goodbye. It's time to go. This is the end. Say goodbye. Say that go away. I'm gonna leave. leave me alone. Feels so good to say goodbye. I'm sick and tired and I'm saying goodbye. Goodbye, girl. Goodbye, 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 everybody.
My Fight with the Town Library.
Yes. I'm so very hungry.
Yeah, this is a terrible idea. Why do you eat late in the morning?
Because I get too hungry.
I don't really know how you.
Plus, if you eat heavy at night, then you get you have all your calories right before bed, and you don't digest it.
I don't think it really matters. 2 mile walk. Jay walking 2 miles in 12 seconds.
Yes.